What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So today we'll be having another S2000 video. So absolutely in love with the S2000, and we just got it back from the shop a few weeks back. Loved the new Voltex front end, so aggressive. Fresh new paint on the bumper, the fenders, the hood, restored the headlights. So the whole thing is fresh. Only thing that's been bothering me for quite a while, well, this is a mistake of mine, but I used to have a lot of boxes stacked up here and something fell overnight, so it kind of scuffed up. I'm not sure if you guys can see, kind of scuffed up this piece right here. So yeah, you can see some scratches, you can see some of that red paint. And over time, a lot of S2000 owners have this little windshield trim. This is actually kind of like a vinyl, it's supposed to be gloss vinyl. Mine is still pretty glossy. I know some owners over time it gets all faded, but this is vinyl, and underneath it is paint. So what I'm gonna attempt to do is just rewrap it again, just vinyl wrap. So they actually have three pieces, one up here and one on the side, one on the other side. You guys can kind of see where it meets right here. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here first, then the two sides. I am not a wrapper by any chance, but we'll attempt to do it. Did some researching online and bought some vinyl wrap. I went with the gloss black, and if you guys are wondering, the brand I went with is 3M. Size is a 5 feet by 1 feet, so that should cover everything. And very cool, because when I ordered it online on Amazon, they actually provided this little thing to tuck in the vinyl wrap, as well as a little knife. If you don't have it, it's okay, you can just use your knife. Other stuff that you need is a heat gun, or if you don't have a heat gun, you know, I guess a hairdryer is fine. Something, you know, to get nice and hot. And then some masking tape. So that's all you need for this project. So first thing I'm going to do is going to use this masking tape, this painter's tape. I'm going to mask it out all the way on the windshield on the side. Mask it off over here on the other side as well. Just because whenever I cut, I want to make sure I'm not cutting, you know, leaving marks and stuff on the rubber trim. So let's go ahead and mask it off real quick. Okay, so we have the whole windshield trim masked off with blue painter's tape. Right now we're gonna go ahead and vinyl wrap it. We're gonna do it from here first. This first piece right in the middle. So what we're gonna do is lay down our vinyl on it and pretty much use your heat gun to get it nice on there, heat it up, and just get to cutting. Alright, so like I said, there's this little line right here. I'm trying to line it up as much as I can, and you're gonna tuck some, so you want to leave a little bit, you know, gap, because what you're gonna be doing is tucking it underneath this rubber trim. You tuck your vinyl wrap in there, so you're gonna leave maybe like 1/4 of an inch extra, just so you can tuck it underneath the rubber trim. But yeah, what I want to do is I don't want to use it right in the middle, so I can have all this excess for the sides. So I'm just gonna have it somewhere like right around here, and then I'm gonna cut it right here. Alright, so what I had to do is I trim off that top portion just so I don't have too much excess. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna save it for the sides. So this is more than enough. If you guys see, this is how thick it needs to be. I pretty much have a little bit of excess cut right here. So you guys can see there's excess on both sides, definitely more than enough for me to tuck it in and all that. So let's go ahead and use the heat gun, heat it up, and put on this middle portion. Alright, so it took me a little while. Pretty much use a heat gun, lay it down, use this little felt tip. If you don't have this, it's fine. I also could recommend wearing like gloves, just kind of smooth it down because it's hot to the touch. So get it nice. You want this part to pretty much stick on pretty nice. Yeah, and then all that's left to do is pretty much go ahead and cut your vinyl. Alright, so you want to go ahead and tuck in the vinyl wrap into the rubber piece. So I just use this felt part, and what you want to do is pretty much just lift up this rubber and tuck it in at the same time. So yeah, pretty much this part is done. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the trim, the middle section. Alright, so we're done with the very middle portion. So essentially what you're going to do is pull and tuck, pull and tuck. Pull this rubber trim and tuck it in. So you guys might notice a little bit of like you know, scratches, but that's why there's this protection film on it. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the protection film because we want to make sure that it doesn't overlap on this part. So let's remove the protection film, and there you have it. Looks mint. Looks nice and glossy, no scratch marks or anything. So right now let's go ahead and do the sides, the two A-pillars. If you notice, this is the color gloss black. Once it's done, see that reflection at gloss, and this is what's left. Still a little glossy, but definitely not as jet black and not as glossy. So before and after. So we're gonna go ahead and do the rest of the trim. Alright, so same exact process. You want to go ahead and measure it out, cut it out close to size, and then yeah, just same thing, heat gun, tuck it in, and it should be all good. Alright, so the sides I already went ahead and tucked in the side here. So all this rubber trim on the top is soft rubber, so it's easy for you to kind of like pull it back and just, you know, do it. But over here, this is more like a hard rubber trim, so you want to use the knife to kind of cut real thin right here and try to tuck it in. You kind of have too much excess on these edges. So yeah, just tuck it in all the way down. So this side's done. I'm just gonna cut this side right now. Okay, we have the passenger side all done. When you cut down here, just make sure to be careful because you don't want to scratch your paint. So right now, let me just rip off all the blue tape on this side. And we also have that protective film, like I said. So yeah, I know it looks like it's all crinkling up, but once I rip off that protective film, it should look pretty nice. Alright, so we have the passenger side all done. Looks pretty nice and clean. Nice gloss black. You can see my reflection. Like I said, make sure to be careful right here by the pane. Cut it, tuck it underneath. And all this right here is pretty easy. This is soft rubber, so you can lift it up, tuck it underneath. This side's hard rubber, so you gotta trim it pretty close. All in all, I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, I don't have any experience with wrap, so I think it turned out pretty good. So right now, one last side to do, the driver's side. Same thing, go ahead and do it. And here's a little before, more like a matte black, after a nice dark gloss black. Alright, so same deal, gonna knock it out pretty quick. So I already cut it to size, lay it out. And I like to use no heat first, so I pretty much just use this to kind of like get it nice. And then heat only to kind of save it, you know. So right now everything's nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use the knife, kind of cut close to the trim and try to tuck everything inside. Alright, and to tuck it in nice over here at the edge, you can open your door so you get a little bit more clearance. So yeah, everything is done. I'm just taking off this protective film right now, and we should be all good to go. There we have it. Everything's off. Alright, so we have the driver's side A-pillar done as well. Gloss black looks so much better. Nice and reflective. And yeah, previously a little bit of scuff, you can see the paint. Everything looks nice now. I mean, if you want to do a different color or you want to do a matte black, you definitely can. But yeah, definitely looks so much cleaner. Ties in nicely with the new front end. Like I said, the red and black to me is a killer combo. So hope you guys like it. Again, if you guys are new to wrapping, never done wrapping before, it's okay, because you know, I'm not a professional as well. This is me first time attempting to wrap this trim. I've wrapped stuff over the years, but all you really need, like I said, is a blade, the vinyl wrap, heat gun, good to go. Alright, if you guys are wondering how long it took, probably took me about 30 minutes. Like I said, I'm not experienced at all, but you know, it's pretty easy. You can get your vinyl wrap off eBay, Amazon. I want to say I paid maybe like $10–20 for the vinyl wrap. It came with the little knife as well as, you know, that squeegee thing to tuck it in. So pretty much came with all the tools that you really need. And takes about 30 minutes of your time. I was really contemplating sending it to a vinyl shop to get it wrapped, but glad I attempted it myself because it was easy and it looks great. So yeah, for anyone with, you know, fading trim on the windshield, you can go ahead and vinyl wrap it. You don't have to spend money on paint or paying a shop. I will highly recommend this simple DIY to your Honda S2000. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you guys stay to the end, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.